It's NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. From TD Garden in Boston, tonight, the Boston Celtics getting set to match up with the Oklahoma City Thunder. Hayward to Jaylen Brown. The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk. So far, so good.
Didn't take long to get this crowd on their feet, and one of the most undervalued things in sports, the 13th man, the fans. If they get you going in the game, they can help you sustain that energy.
And Kyrie Irving, odds are he hits that 9 times out of 10. Wide open three is good. Thunder with the basketball. Kyrie Irving won a championship with Cleveland. He won a championship for Cleveland in that Game 7 at Golden State. How is he influenced as a player by that title?
Well, I thought he learned how to win at a really huge stage. But Kyrie's always been a leader of his own movement. At times, his voice may have been suppressed because of LeBron James, but there's no doubt about it. When you look at the young players on this roster, when they all rock Kyrie's, you know who the leader of the team is.
Irving into the front court, up by 3. Trying to cash in. Kyrie with a shot, no good.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Irving with the basketball. He'll run the offense. Beyond the arc for 3. And Kyrie Irving took the defense for a ride. Tough three-pointer. If he keeps playing like this, we all may believe that the earth is indeed flat.
And that's what you love about Kyrie. He's constantly probing. He's probing on the court by maintaining his dribble, and then also probing off the court with saying lines like the earth is flat. The fact that that was on the cover of every magazine, the headline of every social media title, goes to show you that Kyrie is great at hijacking your amygdala, both on and off the court.
Misses the second as well. OKC ball. To Adams. Celtics have it.
Now push it. Let's attack in transition so we can build this lead.
Brown into the front court. They lead it. 4-point game. Count the basket inside.
I like that aggression early. You never just settle for jumpers. You attack, you attack, you attack. Then when they back off, you'll have room to shoot that, Jay.
On the follow. Way to stay with it.
In the paint, you need to finish. Just like that.
Here's Irving into the front court. 10-6 our score. Fires the 3. 9 points for him to start the game. He's hit 3 threes in this first quarter. Lights out from downtown.
And defensively, you have to stay in these guys' pocket. Force him to be a driver rather than a shooter.
Horford to Irving. Going to launch beyond the arc. On fire to start this one. 4 threes in this first quarter alone.
And I love this offense in the playbook. It's called give him the ball and get out the way.
And he's fouled. Earns a trip to the foul line, Jay.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
And hits the first free throw. 2 for 2 on that trip.
Good shot, man.
Kyrie with the rock. Fires the 3. Rare miss the way he's been shooting. Shot's no good.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Into the front court, it's Irving. Up by 6. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. He engulfed him that time. Westbrook with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. Gets it in the left corner. From long range, buries it on the catch and shoot.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Now the Celtics going to use a timeout as they'll discuss matters in what's now a 3-point game. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Ball's controlled by Boston. Irving, and too much contact.
Welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
Hayward. Irving. Yes, give the advantage to the shooter. Jay, you've known Kyrie Irving since he was a young man growing up in New Jersey. He's overcome a lot of obstacles, chief among them staying healthy and on the floor.
Yeah, Ed, he's been battling injuries since his freshman year of college, but the beautiful thing about Kyrie Irving is that he always loves the big stage. Making the game-winning shot in Game 7, he will continue to do so when he surrounds himself with great, inspiring leaders with the likes of such Kobe Bryant.
Westbrook to Schroeder. Throws it down.
You can finally see this team starting to get their rhythm and their groove offensively. This is a good run to get them back in the ballgame.
Celtics have it.
I got ball. It's all me.
Irving. Now pass taken away by the Thunder to Westbrook. It's good. If you don't stand in his way, he's going to make you pay. The inner beast of Westbrook. Sheer determination.
I don't think anybody got the license plate on that hit and run. And there is no one, I repeat, no one in the game of basketball with the first step in the explosion of Russell Westbrook.
Too easy. Russell Westbrook lays it in.
Why not? Russell Westbrook is the only guy stopping Russell Westbrook. And when he decides to put his head down and go to the rim, he's going to the rim. It's that easy.
Touch that screen.
Irving. And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk.
You know, Ed, the effort is what concerns me the most. Effort is replenishable. If you're tired, raise your hand, check yourself out. Get somebody who actually wants to get back in transition and play some defense. That will help your team win the game, not you just staying in the game to be better on offense.
A good start to this one. All tied up as we start the second. The Thunder have the possession. Nothing going here on that drive. A pass taken away by the Celtics.
When it's a tight game, those missed opportunities on the road make it tough.
Not that time. He misses. Irving. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. Kicks it around the perimeter. Goes to the left side. Lets it fly from long range. Off the iron. No good. To Irving. 4-3. You know Kyrie. Zero hesitation. Buries it for three. Simply put, when the ball's in Kyrie Irving's hands, magic could happen.
It's poetry in motion. And it's a situation in which the ball is attached to his body. He has it on a yo-yo. He can put the ball and dangle the ball out there for other people to think they have a chance. And in their mind, they do. But in Kyrie's mind, the game is over.
Inside, he scores.
Jason Tatum finished third amongst all rookies in Rookie of the Year voting. But I say to you this. I agree with what Jaylen Brown had to say. If it was a one-on-one battle, who you taking, Jason Tatum or Donovan Mitchell? Jason Tatum or Ben Simmons? I take JT every time.
Schroeder knocked loose. Celtics come away with it.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Irving. Tatum. That's good D. Shot no good.
Let's go.
And he's fouled. Couple of free throws coming up, Jay.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Misses the first. Second one's good. Splits the pair.
Ooh, I like that.
Number 13, Paul George.
Boston with the basketball. Gets it in the right corner. To Marcus Smart. Nothing going here on that drive. Here's a chance from long range and a putback slam.
This 11-year veteran has emerged as a uniquely stabilizing force for any team he plays on. He may not ever win a prize for his fiery oratory, but his steady demeanor is part of what makes him invaluable.
Visit our team website for more details.
Changes coming from both sides right now.
Stepping in for the
Westbrook. It's good for three. Jay, if you're Russell Westbrook, how do you take on the responsibility of getting them over the hump?
You have to own it, Ed. And that starts with owning the fact that, yes, you were the first player in the history of the game to average a triple-double back-to-back years, but that did not equate to your team being successful. Sometimes less is more. And he has to make sure that he's surrounded and allowing the players he's surrounded with to help him get to the next level.
Big finish at the rim.
I said this on draft night, that Jason Tatum was the most special player in the draft. Granted, I didn't know about Donovan Mitchell, but it's hard to believe that Philadelphia traded this pick away so the Celtics can have a future star.
He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Irving. Oh, good defense there. Thunder with the steal. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
And look out.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ball game.
And a pass stolen by Boston. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
You know, for a long time, I've been calling JT a young Paul Pierce because of his isolation moves, in particular in tight spaces, with fadeaways, step backs, whatever you want, he has. Now, that came from watching him a couple of years ago play at Duke Fantasy Camp in the summer. He was going against Jabari Parker for 3 days in a row. 3 days in a row, he gave Jabari the business. Now, this young kid was not even a freshman in college and was scoring any way he wanted to. And you knew that he was destined for success in the league. Danny Ainge.
It's rebounded by the Celtics. Shot from the lane won't go. Out of bounds. Last touch by the Celtics. So this remains Thunder basketball. Westbrook. For three. Tough shot. He hits.
Well, they're shooting the ball at an amazing clip. And when they shoot the ball this well, they're essentially unguardable. And, Ed, let me tell you what that does for the team. It eventually opens up space to put the ball down on the ground and get to the rim. That's how critical the three-point shot is.
Irving. Wow, 7 threes in this first half alone. This could be an all-time performance.
And the record is only 13. He's better than halfway there. But as a shooter, you have to remain lost in the battle. And you're only as good as your last shot. Don't beat that record. Destroy it.
Strong finish for Paul George. That's it for the first half. The Celtics way out in front. First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. Russ at the controls. Beyond the arc for three. Big Russ, big shot, hits the three.
And your big is the one making that happen. Every time he's involved in a PNR, he's slipping it, forcing that guy from the weak side to come down to help. Quick skip passes equal threes in the bank.
Kyrie across the timeline. His guys lead here, early stages, third quarter. Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
Knocked loose. Celtics have it. Irving into the front court. The advantage is 13 points. That's out of bounds. Last touch by Tatum.
Take care of the ball.
He's going to play the matchup. Brad Stevens making some moves. It's denied by Horford.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Hayward. And he knocks it down. He went down 5 minutes into his Celtics career. So how much of an evaluation period should Gordon Hayward get coming off a tough injury?
Well, with a potential franchise player, you always rather be safe than be sorry. And he needs to pay attention to his body more so than anybody. From a player who personally had a dislocation of the ankle, which is a bone bruise when I was trying to come back and play, that could take a couple of years to heal fully. So Gordon Hayward's ability to make sure that he feels that he trusts his body is the most important thing.
The ball in the hands of Kyrie Irving. To Jaylen Brown. Irving. That right there, Jay, his 8th three of the game. He is putting on a show.
He's defying physics with that jumper. He's not even holding his foul through.
Westbrook across the timeline. Down a bundle. Irving with the basketball. He'll run the offense. To Jaylen Brown. Fires the three. Not that time. He missed it. Irving. Out of bounds. Last touch by the Celtics. Substitution being made in this one.
For the Boston Celtics, number 13, Marcus Morris.
Hold on.
From the painted area, won't go down.
One of the best kept secrets in the game. Utilizing a head fake. Get the defender in the air. Crack into him. Don't give the refs any excuse not to call foul. I put that one on you. You went up a little bit lazy.
Oklahoma City ball. Westbrook to Adams. Goes reverse to lay it in.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Missed it. How'd that not go down?
Because he had no body control. You have to be able to control your body when you attack the rim at full speed. That's part of your concentration. People assume concentration just on the rim, but your body control is everything. Be able to speed yourself up or slow yourself down.
The hot night continues. He's at 9 threes here tonight.
Uh-oh, someone's getting towards that single game record territory. He's having that kind of night.
Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
So good to see one of Jersey's finest, Kyrie Irving, back on the court and driving with no issues on that knee. He only played 60 games last year, and he missed the entire Celtics postseason run. You can only imagine what this team would have done if he were healthy and they had Gordon Hayward.
Irving. It's Westbrook with the board. A bad pass, and the Celtics have it.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs.
Subbing in for the Boston Celtics. Number 7, Jaylen Brown.
Schroeder to George. Has a look. Count the basket. They gave him a look, and why not? Irving brings the ball up court. Going to launch beyond the arc.
That's a foul, man. Come on.
Can't connect on the first free throw. He delivers with 2 free throws. George. Baseline drive. The shot won't fall. Not going to have it this time.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Kyrie Irving for 2. Off the mark. He loves the tough shots, but that one may be too tough. Fires the 3. That misses with 3 seconds left. Shot blocked by Morris.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really...
It's been a compelling game so far. The fourth quarter is underway. Irving. Great defense, forcing the miss to Paul George. A pass taken away by the Celtics.
Can the offense just run some clock here? I've seen enough.
Now pass taken away by the Thunder. And he finishes at the rim.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Celtics have it.
That's me. I got ball.
Irving. Oh, good defense there. Thunder with the steal. Westbrook into the front court. His guys down big. Layup goes down. Well done.
I'm a little bit confused. Was that a well-designed offense or just poor defense? Maybe a little bit of both.
I got your help. We got your help.
Over to the right side. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Contested shot. Marcus Morris can't hit. Celtics come away with it.
You got to go for the score here right now in this possession.
You've got to get that one to go. To George. He was all over him. Missed the shot. No free throws. To Adams. Brown with it up top. His guys hold a commanding lead. To Irving from long range. 10 threes for him now in the game, Jay. Just astonishing.
And I can't believe what I'm seeing. It's only happened 30-something times since the three-point line went into effect in 1979. Goes to show you how big of a night he's having.
How old were you back then?
I was not born yet, my friend.
Boom, baby. Nope, first one does not go. Knocks down the second after missing the first.
I got ball. I got something for him.
Irving buries the trifecta.
Everything looks great when you shoot the ball like this. And yes, Ed, this team does have some issues, but they are all masked and camouflaged with this shooting display we're watching.
Oh, he couldn't get it to go. Working the outside to Westbrook. Add 2 points to the board.
Get it, shoot it again.
Westbrook cleans it up to Paul George.
Shots up.
Lets it fly from long range. Can't connect. It's no good.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
To George. 4-3. Paul George can't get that one to go. Defense all over him.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Trying for a 40-point night, but it's off the mark. To Paul George. Here's a chance from long range. And Paul George good on the quick release there.
It just seems like everybody's getting more touches. I'm not saying who, but it seemed like the ball stopped in a certain player's hands, which forced the defense to become stagnant.
Tatum. He has certainly been on target from downtown. He's 4 of 5 from three-point range.
Let me tell you why. He's been receiving his passes on time and on target. Give the passer some credit in this scenario as well.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor.
Hey, lock up.
Substitutions.
Westbrook. Can't connect. To George. Has a chance. Wide open look, won't go. Here's Irving into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. For three, he's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. Westbrook with it. Looking to make something happen. And a pass stolen by Boston.
I tried to work the clock here, but you have to take care of the ball in this possession.
Irving. He's too good to leave that wide open. Defense has to communicate.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
He's had a good shooting performance, but it doesn't look like it's going to be enough.
Yeah, no one else pretty much helped out. As a coach, I would be irate that nobody helped pick up the slack. Look, one man can never beat 5.
Thunder with the basketball. Russell Westbrook rocking the rim. He's been a one-man show, but Jay, they're still down in this one.
He's their lone bright star, their only star tonight. Some other of the supporting cast members really need to step up.
Irving. And the rebound pulled down by Adams. Down low for Aldridge. Slam dunk, Russell Westbrook. Where did that come from?
It's like he got in an elevator and went to floor 8. And Ed, I have to say something, okay? 6'3", 6 feet, 5'11", those aren't small guys. In the big scheme of things, they're pretty tall compared to the average person in public.
I feel like you're speaking from experience.
Everyday experience, my friend. Every day.
To Horford. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Free throws good. Add one more to the total. This game feels out of reach. Oklahoma City's got it. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Free throws good to cap off the three-point play as they draw a tiny bit closer.
Let's rock. Here we go. I got him. You don't want it.
Shot from the lane won't go. Russell Westbrook powers it through.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
I got ball.
The shot turned away by Robertson.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
That misses with 3 seconds left. It's a victory here for the Celtics as they win this one handily. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of